Welcome to Chasing K-Dramas, the podcast that dissects popular Korean dramas episode by episode. We dig into the characters, the themes, and everything in between. I'm Chrissy Choi, and I'm here with my co-host,
Dulcé, Sloan.
Hello.
Cello.
Cello. I love your eyelashes, by the way.
Thank you. I did a movie last week, and just a day player thing, which I have to do paperwork for. I forgot, but they're like these. They're new kiss lashes, but they're like light, light as air.
Yes,
love a kiss lash. Mm-hmm. And the first time I wore them, I couldn't feel them, and then this time I can definitely feel them. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But they're a nice lash. I did like a little lash, and then I did like a little blush and like a lip gloss. Like I don't have any foundation, concealer, no powder. I don't have anything else on but lashes and a blush and a lip. And I'm wearing Laffia Majora from Giggle Gloss, my lip gloss line. This is a family business. My mother packs all of the orders. So yes, go to gigglegloss.com. Thank you so much.
I got a lash lift. This is my second time doing it. I know you can't really tell because you can tell.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I would always curl my lashes, right? Mm-hmm. And then they would just die out. So this
Did you ever get like one of those heated ones?
Yeah, I would do it. I tried so much. And then you know how like the makeup artists, they use like end of like a match, like matches at the end. They'll heat it up and they'll like use it as like a mini curling iron. Have you seen that before?
I've seen it where they'll take like the mascara wands sometimes, and it's like if they pluck out all of the. It's like it's the metal. Some of them have like
and they heat up the metal.
They heat up the metal part because the plastic obviously melts. Yeah. But also I've never my eyelashes curl up.
Yeah. So I'm Asian, so
I hear you. No, really?
Monolid. So
Korean,
it's really tough with monolids. So yeah. So
my eyes are hooded. So it's just like I also that's why like when people are like, you put a color in the crease, and I'm like, what crease? Like as soon as I open my eyes, it's gone.
Is my eye hooded technically?
It would be because the monolid would be technically be
right.
I don't know the difference between hooded and monolid.
Well, monolid is just. Well, I'm not a true monolid because I do have a slight crease.
Right.
Just can't see it.
Right.
Like you can see when I close my eyes and open.
Right.
So I don't know, but I don't have it when it's like, you know, like you have a crease when your eyes are open. I don't. So technically I am. I'm a slight monolid.
No, I don't know what the whole. I don't know if it's what the gauges are. Because it's like, but I also think like that's why like people who do think that like Asian features are pretty, I think that's the main thing.
It's the monolid.
Because the eyes are so different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy how even like Asian people have different styles of eyes. Like Thomas has them. So in Korean, it's 쌍꺼풀. That's what it's called, the crease. So I have 속쌍꺼풀. That's what it means. It's like a crease on the inside is a literal translation. Anyhow.
Aren't we excited to announce something?
Yes, we're very excited. So at this point, during this recording, we had already announced it. So we're just reminding folks, okay?
Yes.
We're reminding folks that we have launched our official fan club called the Sarangees. We're so excited, right? So our Sarangees fan club, we can tell you a little bit about it, okay? It is on Substack. We are using Substack now because that is apparently the place to be.
Because Tumblr is closed.
Yes, so that's a new place. So for $6 a month, if you sign up, you get bonus content from us, okay? So every other week, you'll get either a newsletter that's written by me or Dulce, which is very exciting. And then you'll also receive additional bonus content, right? We'll have special mini-sodes. We have special stuff that's often cut because, as you know, we tend to yap a lot. We yap a lot,
baby girl.
We yap a lot.
So yap a lot. Yes, we are the madams of yap. We are the talking unnies. We are the chatty ajumas.
We are. And so we chat about everything. So
chatty ajumas would actually be a very fun t-shirt.
Chatty ajumas.
It'd be a fun podcast.
I don't want to be an ajuma, but yes, okay. Chatty unnies.
Chatty unnies. What's wrong with being ajuma? I don't mind being called ma'am, but I've also been called ma'am.
Ajuma's like when they're like married old ladies. No, I'm kidding. Not old ladies.
I have been called ma'am since I was a little girl. So I don't care about being called ma'am. I don't care about being ajuma, auntie, big sister, big mama, whatever. Listen, I'll be mom, I'll be grandma. I don't give a shit. Just give me an actual kid.
Okay.
I'll be an ajuma. I don't care. I would love somebody to go, ajuma, and I'd be like, Dad.
Okay. Please be sure to sign up at chasingkdramas.substack.com. That's where our Substack is at. So be sure to sign up for it.
.edu.net.
Yeah, there's a lot of addresses, but we'll also have it in our socials and everywhere. So, oh my God. Oh God.
Today's K-Drama Chase, we're diving into episode 15 of Marry My Husband. Our key moments are Soomin blackmails Yoora. Minhwan hits an actual rock bottom.
Yeah.
Jiwon and Jihyuk set their final trap. And plot twist of all plot twists,
Yes.
if a plot can twist, she sure did twist and shout, is Soomin kills Minhwan.
Oh my God.
No one saw this coming.
No one saw this coming. So honestly,
saw this coming.
When I first watched this blew my mind.
I yelled.
I genuinely, like, a lot of dramas don't surprise me.
Yes.
Like TV shows in general, I'm able to predict stuff.
TV shows, you think I was psychic.
Just, especially Korean dramas, I can usually kind of figure things out.
Right.
This really put me in a tizzy. I was like, what's happening?
Girl.
Like that.
When she pushed him, I was like, when I saw her arms go back, and I was like, no. Because when they had that cut to the glass table, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Also, shout out to the cinematographer and the director for giving us a wide of that room, but using an actor to hide the table. And then all of a sudden you look up and so the way that they shot you see what I'm saying?
Interesting. Yeah.
You don't, because you see the couch.
Yeah, but you don't see the glass.
Because even with the stairs, you only saw
Yeah.
the couch. And even when they're shooting from either side,
Yeah.
you still don't see the couch.
Crazy.
So,
Opening scene.
Oh,
this is so exciting. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this episode. Honestly, I was like, when I was like texting you, I was just like, I forgot how this episode is so crazy. There's so much that happens.
My mother, and I got home, I realized my mom wasn't home. And so I was like, oh, we have to watch the episode because like my friends are doing a show. So I was going to go to a show. And I was like, okay, it's like 5:30 now. I need to be able to watch this show. It's like an hour and some change, so I can eat and then go to my friend's stand-up show. And I called my mom. I was like, where are you? We're gonna watch Marry My Husband. She's like, oh, I'm here and I'm here and I'm here. And I was like, I gotta watch this episode. She's like, I'll be right there. She cut her shopping trip short. She was buying groceries to eat for the week. And she's like, I'll be home in 5 minutes. And I didn't believe her. And she was legitimately home in 5 minutes for us. So I was like cooking while we watched this, but it was crazy.
Opening scene, okay? Minhwan attacks Jiwon, right? So that we are picking back up on episode 14. Very intense scene where Minhwan is trying to choke Jiwon to death, and Jiwon's just like, kill me. And she has like a tear going down her eye.
Which
right?
the scene made us so mad, and I could not wait for 14 to come out so people can express their anger about Jiwon letting this man not only choke her out, but then just in her head going, I wonder if it was my fate to always die by the hands of Park Minhwan. And it's just like, I was like, what are you, Jihyuk now?
It just doesn't match because
It doesn't match. It doesn't make any sense. She's been fighting so hard. She literally goes, was I supposed to die in his hands? And you're
so
like,
annoying.
What are you talking about?
The shift of the tone. It's crazy. But
and then the next scene is that so Jihyuk comes in. So you see Jihyuk parking, calls her. He knows something is afoot. And so he goes upstairs. Now, mind you, I like that the steps to the fight that they have on this episode, that wasn't the same fight from the end of the last episode. It's more fight.
It was very intense.
Oh.
So this episode has some beat downs.
See him slamming that man on that desk. Oh my God. Then he slammed him on the floor.
And the way he punched him, it was so intense. I was like, oh my God, he's going to kill him.
Yeah.
It was a little like intense for a drama, didn't you think?
No, I think...
You're like, no, you wanted more?
No, I think his intensity matched Minhwan's intensity. His anger...
Oh, because Minhwan was really out there trying to kill her. So it's like, if you're facing a lunatic trying to murder someone, of course you need to exert that much energy.
Listen, what do people say? I'm just matching your energy. I'm just matching your energy. You were giving murder, death, kill. And I came to flip you like flapjacks. Like
he sure did, and
tumbled.
beat him to a pulp.
Circus of the Stars. They were tumbling. This was, and it was Also, I don't think you always realize how big Jihyuk is.
Oh, he's a tall man. So Nainu is like 6'3".
Yeah.
Hello. 6'3's tall.
Oh, I know.
6'3 is tall.
That's almost a foot taller than me. Because you're taller than me, right?
No, you and I are. Oh, we're 5'4".
Okay. Cute.
I'm 5'4.5". So I'm 5'5".
Oh, bitch.
I'm 5'4".
I think I'm 5'4.5".
You and I are the same height. Thomas was commenting how we're the same height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas is 6 feet tall, ain't you, Mr. Thomas? Yeah. Okay, come on.
It's like I'm 6'1". I ain't
Man,
6 foot.
all over his head.
It's like me being like, I'm 5'5".
Come on, baby girl. Stop playing with the kid. Don't lose my inch. Jihyuk is whooping ass.
Uh-huh.
Flips this man. Flips him like flapjacks. Folds him like laundry. And he runs over to Jiwon, who is unconscious on the floor.
Yeah, she is like, it's bad. I was like, oh, this ain't looking good.
Because she was choked out.
She was choked out. She's completely passed out. And then we jump
to a hospital.
Where Seokjun is dropping off Jooran. And he's like telling her, he's like, you know what? If your ex reaches out, you need to let me know. You should have no contact with him. You have to let me know. And he's like kind of freaking out. And at this point, it's almost kind of like, you could tell Seokjun has feelings for our Jooran.
Yeah, because she's like thanking him for dropping her off at the hospital and being her lawyer. And he was just like, this is my job. And UNK
알았어.
pays me well.
알았어요.
He's like, listen, UGK can do everything for me. Thank you, Thomas. I thought about that today. And she asked why he told her he cared about her. And he's like, he just looks he's like, oh. So Joan's like, what do you
I actually love these scenes. I love them together. I love Seokjun.
It was, listen, first of all, you know when like, what's his name? Park
Seokjun?
Thank you. I was worried I was gonna say his name wrong.
It's okay.
So Park Seokjun, like when he was in that Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing. Whenever someone's speaking in a language that's not their native language, you're always gonna be like apprehensive about it.
I get like this.
Right. You get like tense. And so I do wonder how, because Seokjun seems like a smooth ass man. I wonder if he'd be smooth in any language.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy is, I don't know. It's usually like, it could be hit or miss because I feel like when people speak in their native language or a different language, it changes completely. Like your tone changes. Like when I speak Korean, just in general, I'm a higher tone.
Right.
I just go higher. So I don't know. I feel like,
when I speak Spanish, my tone changes.
yeah. So I don't know. He could be really sexy or he could, I don't know, be like really squeaky. Who knows?
Listen,
He does have a low voice though.
Have you seen the video of people reacting? I can't remember which K-pop band it was, but one of the guys is
Stray Kids, yeah.
He
He has a
very
low
deep
voice.
voice.
Yes.
The reaction videos of watching men watch him.
I know.
Because he'll come in, he's like 5-star Michelin. And you just hear men going, what? And it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, he's the guy from Stray Kids. I forget his name, but he is the character that was inspired. Or he inspired Baby Saja in K-pop Demon Hunters. So Jihyuk tells Seokjun that he needs to go meet Jiwon at the hospital, okay? Because Jihyuk's calling him to let him know that he's in jail, but Jiwon's in the hospital, right? So of course Seokjun and Jooran go to that hospital because they're right there. And they rush in and they find Jiwon in bed, unconscious, right?
With a fever.
Because
nothing happens in a Korean drama unless you have a fever.
Oh, fever.
You cannot be laid out unless you have a fever.
But what the nurse tells them is shocking. It's like, oh, she came in with an assault case. It was an assault case. It's like, if you think about it, that's so scary.
Right.
She was literally assaulted.
But what bothered me is that their makeup didn't put any marks on her.
But I feel like
that would have been a lot.
That's a lot.
But it's a lot.
I know. But this episode was a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot.
Like she should have bruises all on her neck.
Oh man.
But that is a lot to look at though, because you'd have to maintain those bruises. And who in hair and makeup's trying to? No, don't do that to continuity.
That's too much. Nope.
Don't do that to the script supervisor.
Okay. So next scene. Police station confrontation. Okay. So Minhwan and Jihyuk are both in jail in a jail cell, separate jail cell, but they're talking to each other
In jail with no shoes on.
I never noticed that. But yes, it's Korean jail. So you want to be, you can't bring dirty shoes in.
It cracked me up. It really fucking did. It just
So
did.
it's like you get arrested and then you're like, hold on.
You get into it. You get it. You're in a jail. It's not prison. It's jail, right?
Yeah.
So you're in holding in the station, and
I can't believe you noticed. I didn't even notice that.
because I thought it was because
Korean jails, they take their shoes off. This makes sense.
Because it's a whole wide shot, and I'm looking at socks. Like so I'm like cooking, and I'm like, oh, boy, ain't got no shoes on.
Oh, Minhwan had socks on?
They both had socks on.
Good. Because Minhwan usually,
Ankles out, baby. That would have been crazy to be barefoot in jail.
So disgusting.
Right. They're probably
even if like everyone else is like socked.
They would have had to give them like Seoul Police Department socks.
I would have loved to have cute if they had little slippers, like the jail slippers.
Yes, or I would love to see like SPD across the bottom of his. I mean, I can't read Korean, but Seoul Police Department, the bottom of his fucking socks. That would have made me so. And they're grippy socks too, so they don't fall in the cell. That's the new word.
Stupid.
Soul PD socks. Because these are dress socks. Those are very nice, but they're very slippery.
That's so funny. So, oh my God. Okay, so they're shoeless in jail, right? And Minhwan is like playing tough and like trying to provoke Jihyuk, and he's just like, I'm gonna go to the press and tell them that Chebol attacked me, And he's literally like egging him on. He's like, don't you think Jiwon is a little too inferior for you to do all of this?
I was like, called her skinny.
And called her skinny. She is skinny.
She said she's just skin and
bones. He always
says
that to her, about her.
That she's so skinny, which is crazy because if she lost that weight, she lost weight for the role, and then somebody wrote down in the script that she was skinny. Or maybe that's why she lost weight.
He also was going for all the skinny girls. Soomin's skinny too. They all skinny.
That's what my mom said.
It's like, what are you talking about? And then he tells Jihyuk not to trust Jiwon. He's like, look what Jiwon did to me, right? And then Jihyuk's like, actually, that wasn't Jiwon's doing.
No.
It's your trash ass personality.
Well,
it's you.
Well, it's very much just like if you live in this victim mentality, because that's all this is.
Yeah.
I don't have to be responsible for my own actions, and I'm a victim in this, and look what she did to me. And that's always how these things go, because it's like, and it's usually that someone who mistreats people is always the one that's the victim in their own mind.
Of course.
And then they have to guilt you and everyone around them to be like, oh, well, you're the reason that I'm like this. It's like what Soomin said to Jiwon when they had that confrontation when they both find out that they both knew growing up, and she's like, well, or it's always her response like, well, you did this to me. This was your fault.
Which is insane.
Yes.
It's so insane. And then Jihyuk continues, and Jihyuk has a lot of like good one-liners in this episode. In the next one, he literally spits the truth. He tells him that he seeks equality when at a disadvantage and strength when he's at an advantage, right? And then Jihyuk also says, I hate using strength, but you're not like that.
Because he's a bitch.
Because he's a bitch indeed.
Listen, if you are anyone who is physically abusive in a relationship, you're an awful human being. If you are a man who is constantly abusive to women, you're a bitch.
And then Seokjun comes and he pulls Jihyuk out.
Of course.
And then Minhwan is like, am I getting out too? Why would you be getting out, bro?
He was like, what about me? I work at UNK too. He said, one law for the rich and another for the poor. No, this isn't two different laws. You tried to murder somebody and then got arrested for it. This is not another law, sir. He was you got your ass. He whooped your ass for defending somebody. You're in jail for trying to kill somebody. This isn't one law for the rich, another law for the poor. This is two separate charges.
Yeah.
Also, as I've always heard, when somebody said to me, if you can't afford to get bailed out, you can't afford to do a crime.
Oh, that's a good motto.
Right? And so I remember being out with one of my friends, and I remember checking my bank account, and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "I got bail money." What's happening?
You're insane. You're a good friend.
Yeah, I got bail money. What we doing?
I can't wait for the moment when you have to say that to me. It's okay,
hey man,
Chrissy.
Listen,
I got you. I got your bail money,
girl. I got bail money. Anybody, listen, 10% of what? Don't you worry, friend. But I think a battery charge here would cost way more than a battery charge in Georgia. Because I feel like a battery charge in Georgia I can get out of. What doesn't make sense is that Minhwan didn't think... Did you really think that Seokjun was going to get you out of jail?
Like, are you crazy?
I work at UNK too. What are you talking about?
Think about his track record at this point. He got caught.
You got caught
cheating at work.
So here's the thing. First of all, you got caught cheating, so you had to change apartments. But not only did you get caught cheating, you tried to cover up a potential lawsuit for the company.
Someone could have died.
So you paid them off using the company credit card. Then you were canoodling on site. Then you were cheating with a coworker. And so someone got slapped in the face. You got slapped in the face 3 times, right? She's also grabbed you by your hair in there. She's whooped his ass multiple times at work. And he's always like, why are you always stopping me and not stopping her? Then you caused multiple disruptions with the wedding announcement, the issue in the lobby.
Bansipak, and what was it? Bermuda.
Yes.
Bermuda Park.
And so you're causing issues at retreats. Now you try to kill somebody in the office. How are you supposed to live? So how are you supposed to work there anymore? So Jihyuk fires him.
Yes.
For assault.
Finally, also, like, why keep him on?
But they needed him to stay.
Yeah, of course.
They needed him to stay for the plan. Right. So Jihyuk fires him for assault and financial fraud because he took clients out illegally.
Right.
On the company card. And so he tells Seokjun to push on Minhwan's loan repayment at UNK and the private loan sharks. And Snake Loans was calling.
And so this part killed me. He took out loans at work too.
So I did not know that some jobs
in Korea does that. So it's like a common theme.
You used to be able to do it here.
Oh, interesting.
Depending on companies.
Yeah.
So like you would also do what you could do is you could do an advance on your paycheck.
Jooran took Jiwon home. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then there's this whole scene where Jihyuk comes to her. She kind of breaks down because she's kind of having like a panic attack at this point.
Because she's like banging.
Yeah, it made me real sad.
I've done that before.
It's very Korean.
It's very Korean. Aigo. People don't aigo like they used to in Korean dramas.
Aigo 내 팔자야.
I miss a good aigo. I don't know why. Listen, if you write Korean dramas, please bring the aigos back.
I know I think it's old fashioned now.
What?
I know.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Because we just think a mom do it.
I know. It's like a harmony does it.
But it was always like a harmony. Like, it was always a harmony.
My grandma used to say it a lot. Aigo.
Like, the baby.
Aigo. Okay.
But you need
she's aigoing, okay?
Mm-hmm. But she didn't say it. And that made me sad.
Yeah. She's just, pounding her chest. And he comes and he grabs her. And he's like, stop it. And he gives her a hug. He kisses her gently. And then she falls asleep in his arms. It's very romantic, right?
They both got sweaters on, so it was also hot as shit. But she's skinny. So.
She's very skinny. Okay. Now, we jump to Soomin walking down a corridor, okay?
Mm-hmm. This is because remember, in the last episode, she called her.
She called Yoora, right? So it's literally our two villainesses are going at it, okay? Going at it. This is the time, okay? So Soomin sits down and she's like, hello, 안녕하세요, and then Yoora's like, is that all you have to say to me?
Hey, bitch. Like, she was like, okay. 안녕하세요 to you too.
Yeah.
Like, it was very much like,
She's like, I've been taking care of your husband. Is this all you can say? All you have for me?
Also, taking care of your husband is a very interesting way to say I've been sleeping with your husband. And I don't like the fact that Soomin didn't catch it. No. Soomin
she's blinded at this point. Yes. She is so rageful. There's a lot of rage for Jiwon. Not towards Minhwan at this point. I don't think she understands.
I think she thinks he's still on her side.
Yeah, and then she knows he's trash. Yeah, he's doing all these sketchy ass things.
But they're still in it on it. They're still being trash together.
Yes. So Soomin plays a recording, right, of Yoora telling Soomin's parents that they should go to China, right? And basically, she has evidence that proves Yoora was behind the attack.
Because she says, poor people take recordings as insurance.
I love this so much. All right. It's so good. And then Soomin's like, now that your plan to kill Jiwon isn't going right, you're telling us not to do anything. Mm-hmm. My dad isn't picking up my calls. And Minhwan wants to divorce me. Mm-hmm. I realize that I'm the only one getting screwed over.
Right.
And judging by the look on your face, rich unnie, you're nothing special. That was the best part. She calls her rich unnie.
I think this is the confrontation that Yoora won with Jiwon, and Jiwon was never going to give that to her because she's not that type of person. Because she was bothered by the fact that Jiwon didn't come in on her bitch. She was just like, Jiwon was like, I mean, yeah, I'm here. And so she had to literally poke at Jiwon for her to get any reaction from her. While Soomin came in swinging. Also, this is when I realized that Soomin doesn't have any options. Because if this woman has already tried to kill somebody, what makes you think she won't kill you? You just showed her all of your leverage. You showed her you had a recording. So what's the... Because you saw she had the means to pay. She gave you money to pay your parents to kill somebody. So what makes you think she wouldn't also kill you? Because now you're a liability.
But I also think Soomin thinks that she could take on Yoora.
Yeah, because she's a dummy.
She's not scared of her.
No.
In fact, I think if anything, Yoora right now is nervous. Because Yoora realizes like, oh, she's not like a Minhwan. She's a lot smarter.
Yeah, because that's why she gets upset. Because she's like, Yoora goes, are the shrimps in Korea poisonous? Why don't they know their place?
Yeah. And the best part is Soomin goes from speaking 존댓말, which is the proper, the honorific, and then she switches to 반말, which is informal, right? And she's basically asserting her dominance, and she's telling Yoora, like, you don't fucking scare me. I got the evidence. What are you going to do for me now? What are you going to do for me?
What is she going to do to you, you goofy bitch? You already know she has no problem trying to kill somebody because you were part of her death plot. So so why don't you think she wouldn't murder you?
But I did love the scene because having these two, it's so good. What made me sad was the actress Soomin, right? She had to go up against someone who can't act. Do you know what I mean? That really upset me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you have fucking Meryl Streep.
It was very
versus like, I don't know, who's like a bad actress. Like, it's like a literal, you have like a Meryl Streep level going against like a first year
Disney
drama student.
Girl. Like, just somebody who's been doing long form improv for like it's like
her acting's awful.
It was very unmatched.
It was so
because the scene was because she could keep up, like in the scene she had with Jiwon, the actress who plays Yoora could keep up a little bit with Jiwon, but you could tell that she was dominating in the scene.
Yeah.
With this, I don't even remember her face. Like in the scene that I was watching, I was not even registering her or registering what she was saying because you realize in the scene she doesn't say much.
She doesn't because she's just
she can't.
Because she knows she's caught.
Not only is she caught, she's being outmatched.
She's
like
completely
because
outmatched.
Soomin sits down completely quiet, and Soomin's doing more acting, not talking, than she's done on this entire series.
That actress, Soomin, is so good. This entire
Do you wonder she's going to get her career back? Do you ever think she's going to?
I don't know. So I just read yesterday or this morning that the person who accused her
lied.
No. We don't know yet. But, she's the U.S. citizen, right? She lives in America now.
Yeah.
She's coming back. She's back in Korea now, and they're going to do the investigation. So it's moving forward. So who knows what's going to happen? And she sued her for $7 million, U.S. dollars.
U.S. dollars? That girl ain't got $7 million U.S. dollars, that shit? How many dramas did she do?
The victim sued Soomin.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does the actress have $7 million U.S. dollars?
It's going to be an interesting case,
That's
but
like
my
8
God.
billion won.
My God, though, that woman can act. Song Ayun can act. This entire episode, I was just like, she is so good.
because this whole show, they call it in theater they call it eating the scenery. Like it's like, you know, like think of it like the term where it's just like you know, somebody ate or something like that, or like the house down. It's the same, like when someone's like chewing on the scenery.
Oh,
they're just like
killing it.
Right. Somebody's so good that they're literally just gnawing on the fucking stage itself.
I also think like Yoora, again, casting Boa, it was such a missed opportunity. They could have had, like, imagine if you had an actress at the caliber of a Song Ha-yoon or even like Park Min-young. How fun would have that been? Like, if you had another powerhouse female actress go up against these women, it would have been so much fun. So in Korean, they call bad acting 발 연기. It means foot acting.
That's so funny.
I just remember the 발 연기.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now I can go when I watch something and go,
발 연기.
foot acting.
Foot acting.
Which was interesting because when I got this drink today, because this is this almond milk and tea, no sugar, no boba, no whatever.
Nothing.
And I took a sip. I was like, a little went, they putting their foot in this. Because that's how you say something is good. And I don't know where it comes. I know some old Southern shit, but I don't know the significance of saying someone put their foot. Like, if this food is good, it's like, they put their foot in this. I don't understand.
Maybe like because when they make wine, they step on the grapes. Just made that up.
In Mississippi?
I don't know. And then she asks her bodyguard or security guard whether Soomin's parents' bodies have been found yet.
Now, he's cute.
He's cute. And, you know, right now, he's double crossing, right?
Yeah.
Because he is Jihyuk's person now and her person, right? And he tells her, he's very good looking. He tells her, he's like, no, we haven't found the bodies, right? And then she tells him, we need to take care of Minhwan and Soomin. Dun, dun, dun. So you're right. Soomin should be worried because Yoora just wants to kill her now, right?
So stupid.
So, Minhwan's collapse begins. I mean, he's already been collapsing, right?
Because he can't call his mama.
He is about to hit rock bottom. So he calls Yoora and he's like, you need to get me out of jail.
She's like, do I?
So she sends the security guard. The security guard pulls him out of jail. And Minhwan is so rude to him.
So
barking at him. And so the guy's like, no. And he punches Minhwan.
And then Minhwan headbutts him and goes, you're just a lackey.
How dare you?
I wanted there to be more fight. The fact that he walked away so defiantly and strong, I was like, I wanted him to be grabbed by the hair and yanked down, and then we don't see the rest of the fight.
It's so crazy. So he's in the cab, right? And he's getting a series of calls, okay? First call, UNK. Seokjun calls and he's like, you're fired, bro, okay? And then he also gets a call from the UNK loan department being like, you need to pay this now. Then he gets a call from his mom. Mom is freaking out because apparently when you get fired in Korea, they send someone to your house
to tell your parents you got fired.
The shame.
Shame. Because you know, like in America, whenever someone gets fired, you get escorted out.
You get your little box. They watch. It's so uncomfortable to watch. So we are now jumping, right?
He's getting cab. He's getting called. Loan sharks again. Snake loans.
Oh yeah. So he gets out of the cab, right?
So Snake loans is calling him. He's like, "Aish," and he's, and then he gets out, and they're just like, "Ah!" And my mother goes, "Look at these gold chains." It's like they Googled gangsters. They're the whitest herringbone.
They're the chokbals.
The gangsters?
Not chokbal. I literally said they're pig feet. Chokpok. Excuse me. Chokpok. That was really, I said it so confidently.
Hey, man, listen.
We should just call them pork feet.
Yeah, call them pork feet.
Chokpok.
So,
gangsters.
Whitest herringbone chain I've ever seen. I don't know these marlin. I don't know what fish this is, but it ain't herring. Whitest chain I've ever seen. And so they get out, and he was just like, hey, you're ignoring our calls? And he's like, how many holes can we poke in you before money comes out?
And then
rubbing the egg on the bruise.
That was so funny. So that's a whole thing.
I've never seen rubbing an egg on a bruise.
Okay, so that's a very Korean thing. Yeah.
Does it just...
my mom would make me. She's like, oh, if something happens, just rub an egg on it.
Like on
It's
some
a
old
thing, it's a thing.
school.
Yeah, like if you get like a bruise or like a, you know, like a bump, yeah, you use an egg. It's just a Korean thing. It's cold. It's like ice. It's probably the egg is probably cold.
But your hand and your face are gonna warm it up.
I don't know, girl. It's the same thing as like, you know, we talked about the putting spit on your wound or something.
What I always thought was ridiculous was the steak on the eye. I was like, this can't
That's
be real.
gross. Yeah.
I like this. Can't
So that's
be real.
American. Because
But,
that's like on like cartoons.
Well, they would have it like on movies and stuff like that. Like for box, I was like, this can't be real. But like I think a bag of frozen peas always made the most sense to me.
Yeah, but in Korean, it's definitely the egg because I've seen that trope or that, not trope, but that thing happen everywhere. It's very funny. So you're massaging it. So he's massaging his bruise,
It makes
right?
you think of some brujeria shit where it's just like, you know, the brujeria when they put the egg on you to cleanse you.
No.
If something happens, if you put it's on some old school witchy shit.
He's there. He's rubbing his bruise, right? He needs to find money. He is desperate, okay? So he is looking through Soomin's things. He logs into Soomin's bank account.
First of all,
I'm just
what's
like,
the certificate he was looking for?
I don't know. That was a question that I had. So he needs a certificate, right? But also he guessed her password way too, like they don't know each other that well at this point.
What was her password? Jiwon?
Maybe, like I hate Jiwon. He gets in and he finds that she has 80 million won.
But also,
Remove
why
the three zeros. So it's like 80,000-ish. So like $60,000.
My question is, why is she going into her accounts on a computer he has access to?
This entire scene made zero sense. Okay, so he basically goes in. He takes her money. Then he starts digging around in her drawers, and she left 2 bundles of cash. Okay, those are $50,000 won bill notes, bills, right? So he grabs that.
So she has 2 stacks in there. She basically like 10 grand in her drawer. Again, why was that not in her purse?
I don't know. This made zero sense. And then also, she should have just taken more. I would have just taken more because that was the money that Yoora gave her.
Here's the thing.
I
I
would
would give
just-
her like what, 150,000 won?
I guess so.
She could have taken 50. She could have taken half.
I can't believe
Her
she only
stupid
took 2
presents-
bundles.
Her stupid parents would have done the shit for a quarter of that money.
So and then Soomin is taking a shower somewhere. I guess she's left the house because they're going to divorce. I don't know where she
She was
is.
staying in a nice hotel.
We find Chudan, the other trash husband, right? Chudan's trash ass husband.
Is drunk.
He is going into his wife's hospital bed, throwing a fit. He throws a glass. It shatters. This woman has cancer. She's about to get surgery, okay? He's throwing a fit. And he's like, how dare you sue me for adultery? How dare you try to divorce me? You know?
And he's like, you don't have enough evidence. You need a video. You don't have enough evidence. You need a video. And the doctor's trying to get him out, and everybody's trying to get him out. And our boy
Seokjun
shows up
Sturdy
and
man.
chicken wings him, because that's the move.
Of course.
Chicken wings him, and he's like, get out. Get out. Stay away from your wife. And then he turns around and goes, we're going to file a restraining order.
It's great. So then Soomin meets Jihyuk.
The first time I watched this, I was like, why is this happening? I was very confused the first time I watched this scene. I had to watch it again.
Yeah, because it's like this is where the plan gets a little like convoluted because they're
Yes.
setting traps, baits everywhere at this point. So Jiwon and Jihyuk, they're masterminding everything, right? So they decide that they need to get Soomin on Jihyuk's side, right? To further trick her, okay? So they meet at a bar. Did you notice how Soomin is being a little yo to him, trying to like seduce him? And I'm just like, what the is happening?
A little
she
bit-
wanted it to work. You know, she thought it could work. She's trying it out.
She tried it for a second, and it did not work. And so she tells him about the divorce, and it was karma, and I was blinded by love, and I was betrayed by my other half, and I'm all alone now. So she's trying to be the little fox. And then Jihyuk just goes, tried to kill. Did you try to kill Jiwon?
Yeah.
And then Soomin gets real quiet.
She gets real quiet and she kind of changes, right? She goes from yo to stone cold, like she just gets upset. Yeah. And then Jihyuk's like, you know what? I would have done the same thing too if I knew Jiwon and Minhwan were together. And she's like, what? Are you sure that they're really together? So this is what Jihyuk's trying to do. He's trying to add ire to the fire, right? He's just like, we're just going to like add salt to the wound. We're going to make this go crazy. We're going to make her go crazy.
Because now Soomin has to be the wife who dies.
Yes.
And so she needs to because once we find out that Yoora is the one sleeping with Minhwan, then now Soomin is the wife that died. Now that's happening. So Jihyuk is like, we want to charge them with adultery, and he needs her help. And he's like, go get a lawyer, but she needs to fulfill her role as the spouse.
Right. And then Soomin's like, why are you doing this? Right. And then Jihyuk's like, oh, I want Jiwon back.
Yes.
Which pisses Soomin, right? Because Soomin, in her little twisted mind, she's like, oh my God, everyone wants Jiwon. Like, Jiwon gets everything. Because she knows right now that who Jihyuk is. Jihyuk's a chaebol, and he still wants her. And she's just like, so she's super upset, right?
And she's trying to call him a bad person. And, you know.
She's like, why do you hate me?
Which I can say anytime I've been asked by someone, why do you hate me? It's someone I had absolutely no feelings about.
I don't think I've ever had someone ask me that. It's just so sad because she's seeking like validation in a weird way. She wants him to say, "Oh, I don't hate you. What are you talking about?" But then he tells her, and he mixes a lot of truth in, right? As he's like, teasing or like testing her. He goes, "You're selfish and you gnaw at the people around you." And then he goes, you don't trust anyone, right? It's because you're not trustworthy. You think everyone's like you, so you can't trust anyone.
Right, because
that's what you always say that, right?
If you're a trash-ass person, you think everybody else is doing trash.
Yes.
So if you're out here doing dirt, and so Soomin asks why he wants to work with her then.
He's like, I do hate you, but I never said I couldn't work with you.
Right. Listen, we've all had a job before. So Minhwan is trying to repay his debt.
Right.
So Jihyuk comes back to Jiwon and tells her it went well. Jihyuk goes to UGK and he's like, all right, there is a family insurance policy.
Yes, this was very interesting. Okay.
50 million won for a spouse's death because if Soomin's going to be the new Jiwon, and Jiwon, they were plotting her death for insurance money.
Yes.
Soomin doesn't have cancer. Soomin has there's nothing.
Yep.
There's no reason to kill Soomin.
Yep.
And so we have to put, boom, 50 million won insurance policy.
Yes.
500 million won insurance policy. Now, we cut to Minhwan, and he's trying to sell Soomin's Chanel bag online. And I think he's kind of looking at it going, wait a minute. This is the one I bought for Jiwon, right? And so if he sells that, his immediate death will be taken care of. But what's nuts is like he's trying to figure out other things he can do. He's like, well, maybe I can commit suicide and then the parents can get his life insurance.
This part I thought was interesting.
Because I thought you couldn't get life insurance payout if someone takes their own life.
Yeah, but I think he was going to probably like plot it to make it seem like it was an accident. But what's interesting is the fact, like, and this is where Minhwan is a very interesting character, right? In this moment of despair, he's still oddly thinking about his parents. Did you notice that? I was like, huh. Because the entire time he's been trying to like literally defraud. He's like defrauding his parents too. He's like wants them to buy a house. He's like taking their rental and like the down payment.
And said it was a rental fraud.
All of that. But in this moment, he is still thinking about his parents, which I thought was very interesting.
I think because if he dies, won't his parents be responsible for his debt with the loan sharks? Does debt die with people?
I don't know. Maybe it gets transferred. So maybe that was it. But I also wanted to say what I thought was really interesting too is the insurance policy, right? Most companies, obviously they have, your employers give life insurance, most employers, right? But the life insurance is for you. It's not for your, I think I know.
I'm in places.
But it doesn't cover a spouse. I thought this was really interesting. Maybe it's just a Korean thing.
It's a lie.
Okay.
It's a setup.
Is it a setup?
It's a setup.
Oh.
Because why would they offer him a life insurance policy? He just got fired 2 hours ago.
That's true.
It's a setup.
Okay.
There was no
interesting.
money.
So then Yoora right? We pan to Yoora. Yoora is eating the candy, the Korean candy that we talked about at the very beginning of the episode,
we gotta try the
right?
candy.
I know, we need to get that. She's trying the candy. And then she's like in her closet and she looks at the red patent authentic heels. And she's like, I should wear this. So it's like, foreshadowing, hinting.
Yeah.
Yes. Then this is a random stupid scene. I just felt like it was really unnecessary. But basically, the bodyguard is telling Yoora, like, you need to leave the country, right? He's like, you're going to be up against UNK at this point because they know that Jihyuk has Seokjun and they're going to fight Yoora, right? Because they have evidence against Yoora. So he's telling her, you just need to leave. Stop doing this, right?
Because
that was interesting.
Well, because he's part of the double cross, and what he doesn't want is to murder people.
Yes.
He doesn't want to kill people.
Yes.
And he doesn't want to see his boss go to jail.
Yes. And then she tells him, she's like, no, don't worry about anything. I still have Jihyuk's grandfather on my side. So she goes, she plays, Changi, the Korean chess or whatever, and they're chatting.
So what was the game that the grandpa was playing in Queen of Tears?
Paduk.
Okay, which was in that drama, Captivating the King.
Yeah, Paduk, it's the white and black.
In the bowl.
This is more like a chess, I think. Changi.
It still looks complicated as shit.
Listen, I don't know any of those games.
But I do like a game that comes with a specific table.
Yes, it's a very fancy table. So they're playing the game, right? And then...
But all the pieces are Chinese characters or Korean characters?
They're Chinese characters.
That's what I thought.
Chinese characters. And then Jihyuk... Jihyuk brings Jiwon, okay? And Jihyuk is basically saying, hey, Grandpa, I'm going to be with Jiwon. Can you stop letting Yoora come to our house? Because it's inappropriate. Then Jiwon comes in. Yura's upset.
Yora's going, we don't get money. We don't get married for love.
Yeah. She's saying all this bullshit. Then she walks off in a huff and she tells her security guard that they need to do something about Jiwon.
You need to get rid of Jiwon.
Right? And then, of course, Jihyuk overhears this, right? She basically says, I can't lose. And why do I have to feel this way over these insignificant cockroaches? She calls everyone cockroaches, which is so mean and just ugh. Cockroach. But then what annoyed me about this scene was it just felt unnecessary, but Jihyuk's grandfather tells Jiwon that he doesn't want them together. But it's you remember in the couple of episodes ago, Jiwon impressed him. So at that point, I thought he kind of was allowing the courtship to happen.
Right.
So I was just like, what's happening here? It just felt stupid. The scene felt stupid. And I just don't know why we needed to add that. Is it to just further antagonize Yoora?
Right.
It's just fucking stupid. Anyways. And then Jiwon basically tells the grandpa that she likes Jihyuk more. At first, she thought he was just a rich guy, right? A poor little rich boy. But then she realizes that he's lacking in certain ways, and it made him more human.
Yes, which is exactly what Seokjun said.
Right. And that's why she wants to be with him. And she asks Haraboji to give Jihyuk to her. And then Jihyuk's grandfather's staring outside thinking about it, and he smiles. I'm just okay.
So my mumsy what moment
Yes.
was the way that Yoora speaks about Jihyuk, and then the way that Jiwon speaks about Jihyuk. Because my mother was saying that Yoora sees Jihyuk as a commodity.
Yes.
And Jiwon sees Jihyuk as a person.
Yes.
And so that was my mumsy moment.
This week's segment, we're going to talk about Yoora, who is played by
Your favorite person.
Poa. Listen, I don't mind Poa as a singer, but I just don't think she's a great actress. So,
not everybody can do both.
But Poa is truly a superstar in her own right. Her title has always been Queen of K-pop. So she is our age. She's my age, right? She's literally she's born 1986. At the very beginning of K-pop, as it was becoming more and more popular, right? With the Hallyu wave, she really started a lot of it because she had so much success in Japan. She blew up. So she debuted at 13. So she was known as a child prodigy. So even back then, It was like year 2000. There were K-pop groups, right? Obviously, K-pop was a thing in the 90s, but this was the first time that it was like, she's the first example of it becoming packaged into what like K-pop is today. So the person who discovered her, it was the founder of SM Entertainment. So SM is one of the biggest K-pop labels. They've done Girls' Generation, Super Junior. Right now, like aespa is a big group.
Like that dude down in Orlando that was making boy bands. Same concept.
What's his name?
I don't know. Some
Oh
white
my
dude.
God, the NSYNC guy. He died. There was a documentary on him on Netflix.
Yeah, the
that
white
I watched.
man.
Yeah, like him. But yeah, so she's known for being the first Korean artist to break into the Japanese market after World War II era restrictions, which is very interesting. That's kind of cool. But
So Japan that had invaded Korea was like, we don't want their music? Is that what happened?
yeah, well, you know, there's still a lot of tension.
I mean, listen, I just saw something about the comfort women are still alive.
Yeah, it's real sad.
Girl, war is trash.
I know. And then, yeah, so she discovered at the age of 11 by SM Entertainment. She sold so many albums. She sold over 10 million albums across Korea, Japan, and globally. She was the first K-pop artist on America's Billboard 200 with her first English language album, Boa, in 2009. And she had a song called Eat You Up. It was awful. I hated that song. Yeah, but nowadays she was working at SM. So she's working at the label and she was actually coaching and training young artists, which was kind of cool. So she's been in a bunch of K-pop competition shows. So K-Pop Star was one of my favorites. She was a judge on that.
Is she still making music?
Yeah, she is. She is. She's still doing stuff. She's still very well regarded again in the Korean, like the K-pop community. All the K-pop artists, like that's their idol. She's their idol. So remember you asked me if this was her first acting role? It wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So her first drama, she was in 2016. It was called Listen to Love. It was a JTBC drama. And back then she was positively received because she was a scene natural in a very grounded ensemble setting. So she did a good job. So basically the drama itself was like a very like slice of life kind of drama. And she just played like a regular person and she blended in pretty well.
Okay.
It's not like this cartoony
She didn't
kind
have to
of
be dynamic or anything like
Yeah,
that. It
yeah.
was just like one of those like family dramas.
not like a family drama,
Well, like,
but
I say family drama like slice of life where it's just like, here's the things that are just going on with this family.
it's
on a
not like
regular
she was in
basis.
a like her character wasn't as cartoony as Yoora, right?
Right.
So then she was also in a Hollywood movie, which I completely forgot about. So there was a movie called Make Your Move 3D. So it was created by the guys who did Save the Last Dance because she's a really good dancer too. So she's K-pop. So her co-star was Derek Howe. You know that white dude from Dancing with the Stars?
No.
Yeah, you would recognize him. But yeah, they did a movie together. It was awful.
Oh, no.
It debuted in 2013. People like the critics panned
It
it.
got panned.
They got panned.
I wonder what that means. Where the term panned came
come from?
Where like somebody just took a film reel and just like,
Panned it.
Put
Maybe put it back in the pan.
well, because they call it a can.
A can. Oh yeah, a can and a pan.
So I guess panning it would be like, just set this on fire.
Maybe.
You know, that old film was very flammable.
Yeah.
That was an issue.
Yeah, that
like
was a whole thing.
It's a whole problem.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, hey, what if we made this less flammable?
So,
Gotta look that up. Pan.
and then in 2024, Marry My Husband. Listen, the reception was she was widely considered as a miscast. She was criticized for flatline delivery, lack of nuance, and limited facial expression.
Limited.
And people are just like, is she on the same show as everyone else? It's like the same thing I was talking about. It's just it just takes you out of it, you know. But it's still, you know, she's
the thing
still
is like she has gravitas. Like as a person, you can tell she's one of those people that walks into a place and it's just like everyone's paying attention.
the meal kit,
The UGK meal kit. So the meal kit subplot, right?
the UNK meal kit,
And so we're glad that Eunho has a job, and he's they're sampling everything, and it's the spinach and snail pasta kit.
which it made me think of you because I could just imagine you being like snails. It's
Well, I
so
eat
good.
conch.
It's so good.
Conch is a snail.
Conch is a snail. I love snails.
I love conch.
Oh, you'll like Korean snails. Korean snails are so good. So basically, this is a nice little break. They play this scene because they want to show us that Eunho is interested in Hyun, and Hyun is clearly interested in Eunho. Okay.
I brought these tickets, and you made this delicious.
But she's not there, right? So she's not there at
And
this
he's
moment.
like,
And he's kind of like, "What's happening?" So when Jiwon walks him out, he's like,
Yeah, I saw that Hyun wasn't here. She's like, oh yeah, I wonder why she's not here. He's like, yeah, I wonder why she's not here.
"Okay." So Eunho leaves, right? And this is another great, delicious moment. Okay. Jiwon is in the elevator, and then Soomin is calling her, and she hits decline.
Okay, this is my other girl wet moment. Because I literally was in my house and I saw she was on the elevator. She declined it. And I went,
They get service.
she better not be standing there when them doors open, was what I literally said out loud in my house.
Yep. Oh.
And she was literally standing there with the doors open. And she starts screaming at Jiwon for stealing Minhwan.
Which is so rich. Like, it is the hypocrisy of it. I'm just like, bro, oh my God. She's like, I think she says, what did she say? She goes,
She understands she took her boyfriend away, but how dare he have an affair with him behind her back? And then she's getting a divorce because of her. And she's like,
what? So then Jiwon's just like, okay, crazy girl. So she calls security and she's like, there is a crazy person
on floor 16.
You better come up here. Hangs up, right? And then she goes, why would I sleep with someone else's man?
I'm not you. Oh, right. You seduced Minhwan this way. So I'm sure you know best. But if he betrayed his girlfriend of 7 years, what makes you think he wouldn't do it to you? And that it goes back to the thing you always hear. You lose him the way that you got him.
Yes. Again, people. If they cheat once, they will cheat again.
Cheaters gonna cheat.
Cheaters
Haters
gonna cheat.
gonna hate. Ballers gonna ball.
So then.
Hashtag R. Kelly. But it's.
Then Soomin threatens her. She's like, I'm going to put posters up and tell everyone what you guys did. And she's like, shut up. Just like, what?
Also, you don't work here. You can't get. How'd you get in this?
Also, Jiwon's just like, well, sure, you can do that. But guess what? Minhwan got fired. So she has no idea that Minhwan's gotten fired, right? Because she's left the house.
She's at this hotel.
Oh my God.
And she's like laughing. And Jiwon's like, you know, you don't have to worry anymore. Go home and be a good wife. But wait, you said you're getting divorced.
I love it. It's so good.
And she's like, it's actually really great because it's like you can tell that one, this friendship is gone. There's no comment. There's never. It's like if this is the moment where Soomin should just go. We are never. There's nothing left.
We are never getting back together again.
We can't be friends. Love that song.
By the way, this is a fun story.
I love it.
There was this guy.
Yes.
When I was younger. We had like a weird thing. We like dated and then like we broke up and then like he reached out after he basically was like, oh no, I don't want to continue. And I was like, okay, fine. But then he'll like randomly text me stuff. And then he texted me. Oh, this is when Taylor Swift was on. This is when I was working at Spotify. Taylor Swift had removed her music from Spotify, so it was a big brouhaha. Okay.
And this was she had to re-record her masters or something.
No. This is way before. So she removed her music from Spotify because she said that Spotify wasn't paying artists fairly. It was like a whole thing. It's like 2014 maybe. Then this guy, after like rejecting me, would continuously text me random shit. And then when this happened, he was like, oh, Taylor Swift, that kind of sucks for you guys. He wasn't very kind about it. So I said, yeah, I really like you. We are not getting back together again, which is the title of her song.
Oh, that's the song. We're never, ever, ever.
Yeah, we are never, right? Yeah.
Never, ever, ever getting back together.
Isn't that such a good comeback? I was like,
I'm very proud of you.
I know. I thought that was very clever. She does say to her,
so good.
Why do you think I would covet trash like you did unless I'm a fool? It's so good. She was just like speaking the truth.
But also, here's the thing. People act like you're not supposed to practice arguments.
No, I think you are.
You have to.
I know.
You have to.
It's hard being sassy, you know?
For some people.
It's hard being sassy on the spot.
It depends. I've been in the game for a long time.
This is the crazy part, okay? Not the crazy part, but this is kind of crazy.
This
so Soomin
fake
gets dragged.
Accidental text.
This cracked me up. I was like LOLing. So Soomin gets
Oops, wrong person.
shoved out by security, right? And then Jiwon sends her accidental text to Minhwan being like, oh my God, Soomin came here. She's acting crazy.
And
you know?
Sorry, wrong person.
Sorry, wrong person. But she also says, everyone at work thinks Soomin is crazy. So Soomin is just so upset. And she literally throws the phone in public, starts screaming.
And she
screaming.
threw her phone down just like Minhwan threw his jacket down, just like Yoora's husband threw the apron down.
Okay, so much happens. Okay, so now Minhwan gets the letter, right? He gets the letter about the family insurance policy. He reads the section that says that when a spouse dies, that they'll be able to get 500 million won. Okay, so then his noggin goes, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna kill Soomin to get the insurance money.
Mind you stole 80 million won from her, then sold this purse, and then now you're going to kill her.
What a trash ass. Okay, then he goes to Yoora. Okay, he goes to Yoora's house. Then he gets on his
pushes the bodyguard out the way for no reason.
I know, because they already had
they already headbutted. Yeah. And the bodyguard losing that fight also made me so mad.
I think if anything, the bodyguard's being, he's above it. Right. He knows this guy's a little trash ass, right?
Right.
So he basically gets on his knees, and I don't know why he had to do this, but he asks Yoora to help him. He's like, let's make a deal. I'll get rid of Soomin for you, but you need to set it up for me. You need to set all of it up and help me. He basically tells her that there's insurance that he can get. Once he kills her, he can get the money, right?
Because he was like, I was broke and almost killed myself. But if Soomin dies, then someone who's blackmailing Yoora goes away, and he asks Yoora to help him.
Then Yoora's like, sure, fine. Okay, so they're in the hotel room, right? Lord knows what they're doing now, okay?
Sexy time?
So now, Jihyuk tells Jiwon that Minhwan is at Yoora's place. Okay, so funny. They're just like, there's so much happening. It's this investigation. Okay, so the D-Day, right? Jihyuk texts Soomin the location of where Minhwan and Yoora are, right? But right now, Soomin thinks that Jiwon is in the hotel with Minhwan. Okay. Jiwon arrives at the hotel. Soomin is in the corner hiding as she sees.
About time somebody is actually hiding behind something.
And then she follows Jiwon. Jiwon goes to the elevator. The elevator's going to floor, I think 13. Like 13, right? Jiwon is hiding in the corner. Soomin doesn't see her, but she goes and she sees that the elevator is going up to 13. She hops on the elevator.
Jihyuk told her what room it was.
Right. So Soomin goes, bangs on the door. Security guard opens it. My thing is this.
Shouldn't that be your first indication that something was wrong?
Why is there a security? Okay.
So this should be your first indication that something was wrong, because when you came to see Yoora, there was no way that boy was not there.
So
why are you pushing security out of the way? He would have been there when you went to go see Yoora. He led you in. So all of a sudden, why do you not know who this dude is?
Or it's like if Jihyuk was really smart, Jihyuk would have been like, hey, security guard, because the security guard's in the payroll now. He should be like, hey, you need to leave. Because we got to get this plan to work. You know what I mean?
What should have happened.
The writers, I don't think they thought this through. They needed me in the writer's room.
And the director didn't think about it either.
And this is where it gets fun, right? Soomin is walking in the penthouse in the hallway, and we're flashing back to 10 years ago, right? Where Jiwon is 10 years in the future, where Jiwon is doing the same thing, walking in her house, right? So it's the same. They're taking the same steps, right?
Parallel.
And you can hear people giggling, right? And then now it's Yoora giggling with Minhwan, and Yoora is like, "Oh, you're so smart. What made you think to take the insurance policy on your wife.
Which it flashes to, what made you think to get the cancer insurance? Like, oh, what made you think to spousal insurance? So this thing goes back and forth between the future and current when Jiwon discovered them and now Soomin's discovering them.
Right.
And so
Soomin opens the door, and then instead of seeing Jiwon, it's Yoora.
Which, so many ways to be confused. And she goes, you're a piece of trash that can't be handled. So Soomin threatens to send the recording to the police. And she asks Yoora where her dad is. Did you kill him?
Yep.
And then she's like, oh, I'm going to sue you for adultery. Here's my thing. I thought she would have taken a picture immediately.
Yeah. And then they all start like covering themselves, right?
Right. So Minhwan's covering his face. And so Minhwan thought that Soomin was doing,
It's a lot. So
she's like, what are you doing here? And she takes picture of them and the security guard. Because now he's like, and then also this is what I thought was interesting. Was Yoora was like, because Minhwan goes, what are you going to do about it? And then Yoora's just twirling her hair and she's like, right? Like, what is she going to do? And she's like, and then Soomin's like, and I heard you got fired. So you got fired, you did. So it's like, where's my dad? You got fired. What's happening here? What's everybody doing? And she tries to run off. And then the security guard ties her up. And now she's unconscious somehow.
She's unconscious. And
Joora like comes up. So she's unconscious. Now she's tied up on the floor.
And then basically Yoora tells Minhwan that she'll help with the plan. Okay. So then we jump, right? So Minhwan is driving away. He's heading to the woods, right? And we're assuming that an unconscious Soomin is tied in the back, right? Yoora is back in the hotel and she tells the security guard to get ready to tell the press that Minhwan tried to kill his wife for the insurance money. So she's throwing everyone away, right? She doesn't give a shit, okay? Soomin, oh my God. Soomin wakes up. She's tied up and they're in a cabin, okay? Oh my God. And then she's like, what are you doing? Minhwan's like drinking water at this point. He's like just sipping water.
And my mother's like just leaving evidence everywhere.
Yes. Drinking water. He puts it down.
He's touching water. He's drinking water. He's touching tables. He's touching
everything. He's touching everything.
And she's like, what are you doing? Let me go. And he goes, you're great, but you don't know your place.
She's like freaking out at this point because she realizes that, and she already knew that Minhwan was trash, but she's learning that he has been deceiving everyone and he is literally trying to kill. Like, she knows that he doesn't care. He's also hit rock bottom. So she's terrified right now. So she tells him,
I got money.
I'll give you the money, right?
And then he goes, you don't have any money.
Yeah, and then he shows her.
It's zero balance.
And she freaks out. But then she also tells him, she's like, do you think Yoora is just going to leave you alone after you do this to me? Do you think so? And then he goes, Yoora deleted all the evidence that you had. Also, wouldn't have the evidence been recorded on the cloud, but...
I mean, I don't have... I guess I should start using the cloud.
Yeah, no, I think there is, yeah. So anyways.
Also, to think that Soomin's not dumb. Like, she would have to have a backup somewhere. Yeah. I mean, she didn't hide her money great. But I feel like she would have a backup somewhere.
So Soomin is so angry. And he also tells her, I also sold your Chanel bag. And she is just fuming at this point. She's shaking, right? And he goes, one of us has to die. And from his perspective, he needs to kill her because he has to have a fresh start in his life.
But also he said people like us shouldn't go up against people of power.
Yeah. So you should
just we're shrimp.
We're shrimp. Let the whale kill you, right? Which is fucking crazy. And she's screaming. She's like, let me go. Let me go. Then Minhwan goes downstairs, right?
Because he puts a box cutter in her face.
He goes downstairs and he like cuts like cords in the gas. So he's trying to poison her, right? Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Here's the thing. It makes more sense to just turn the oven on and open it than to go to the basement of the building hoping that the gas is going to seep through a concrete floor. This is a concrete building.
And then why would you leave her? Anyway, so he comes back up, right?
Uh-huh.
Soomin has, of course, untied herself.
Sought out to Soomin because they kept flashing to her hands. And I'm like, she's going to get out. They keep flashing to her hands. She's going to get out.
And then he looks over and he's like, oh my God, where'd she go? And then there is a missing kitchen knife. Good for her, okay? So she has a kitchen knife. She's hiding behind a curtain. She lunges at him, and it's a fucking insane scene where she's screaming, wielding the knife. He's like, oh my God, stop it. And she's like, give me the car keys, drop the car keys. And he's just like, I'll give it to you, stop. And then he like hands her the keys. And
she hesitated, and so there's no way. Here's the thing. This is where she f***ed up. Because if it was me, when he was handing the car keys, I'd have sliced his hand.
Yes, just cut him.
I'd have cut his fingers or his hand. And so he's going to drop it. Also, it's like you don't reach. It's, I'm holding knife. My hand is out. Right? So I'm right-handed. So it's like holding knife, hand is out, drop the key in my hand. Don't make me reach for this thing.
I know, because guess what he does? This was a WWE move.
Man.
I did not even know. I'm surprised he did not hurt his wrist doing this. He literally reaches, grabs a chair with one hand, knocks her down with it.
And that's why I didn't like the knife thing, because I kept going, she should have hit him with something. Because if it was me, I would have not been hiding behind with a knife. I would have been hiding behind a curtain with a fucking chair.
Oh, and then you'd have been like,
and as soon as he opens, I'm cracking him over his head, because once he's unconscious, then you can get the key off of him, or you knock him over the head with a chair, then you grab a knife. So if you didn't knock him out long enough, now he's unconscious. Or if it's me, you knock him out, slit his throat while he's unconscious, then you get the key and leave.
oh my Lord. So the chair hits her very violently, but she magically gets up.
Hey, if
Listen.
a wrestler can get through a folding chair,
Our Soomin can.
listen,
Soomin can do anything.
who knew a woman that weighed 10 pounds?
So then he pushes her. She drops the knife. She's cornered in the stairs now, okay? She's on the stairs. And he goes, my lovely wife died from carbon monoxide poisoning while I went out to get something to eat.
And he tells her to stop ruining his life and to just die already.
The same thing he said to Jiwon. So we are flashing back to that, right? This is my favorite part of this entire episode.
It's so, because it's like he's leaning over her and I just go, kick him in the balls. And so she kicks him in his balls.
Well, he like grabs her hair pretty violently and then she kicks him in the balls, right? And then he falls and she's laughing like a fucking hyena. She's insane.
Which for me, stupid move. Once he's down, you run. She gets up laughing. She gets up laughing. And then she tells him, oh, my husband can't lose his manhood. She said, Jiwon told me you were sterile and you were shooting blanks. And he's like, ah. And he's just like yelling. And
Shooting blanks. I was screaming laughing.
Screaming.
I was laughing so hard during this. It's so fucking funny.
And she was like,
oh my
I
God.
was never pregnant. You're sterile. What's the word you like? A zootopia? What's it called?
Azoospermia?
Yeah.
Not zootopia. Yeah, azoospermia. He has azoospermia. And then she runs over to get the knife, but then he pulls her again, right? Then she grabs a glass, okay, a crystal glass, slams it on his head.
I'm proud of her. The whole time I was like, I was so proud of her this entire time. So she slams a glass on his head.
And then what does she do?
He stumbles back. She pushes him and she goes, get lost.
Gotcha!
And which is the same thing
that
Minhwan said to Jiwon 10 years in the future. And he falls back like Jiwon did and slams his head on the glass table and dies. And there's a pool of blood on the rug. And then it's a quick cut. And then the cops show up. And now Soomin is on the run. Now, this is an amazing I can tell you, as someone who's seen American TV shows and always gets so frustrated when the woman is just losing and losing and losing and losing in this fight. This honestly is the most not realistic, but it's the fight where you see a woman actually being smart about the weapons in the room. She got herself untied. Then she got a knife. Then he hit her with a chair and she's like, nope, I'm still up. Then he gets her on the stairs. She kicks him in the balls. Then she hits him with a glass. And if you're keeping count, she's been fucking him up.
She's fucking him up. And again, it's her personality, right? She's not going to fucking lose because she is a crazy person, but she's a strong fucking crazy person.
She's a survivor.
And she has nothing to lose at this point.
No, but she's always been in survival mode.
Yep.
She's always struggled, and so she's always had to fight for her life.
Yes.
And so as someone who's been always figuratively fighting for her life,
Yep.
now that she's literally fighting for her life, of course I'm going to get out of these ropes. I'm going to be hiding behind a curtain to attack this man when he gets back. Because also he just walked in like, la, la, la. If I would have hit him over the head. I would have had a glass to hit him with. There was a bookcase. I would have hit him over the fucking head. I wouldn't have pulled a knife on him.
This scene was so satisfying.
It was great.
Because, yes, we hate Soomin, but I really hate. I do not like Minhwan.
We had no sympathy.
We have zero sympathy for him.
Soomin was written to have sympathy for her. Minhwan was not.
And
Minhwan
I am
was villain
so
the whole
glad.
time.
I am so glad he got what he deserved. And it just was so sad. The fight scene was great. They're acting, both of them, insane.
Amazing.
Insane. Give
I
them
believe
the
that when
Emmy. Give them
when-
everything.
when
Give
the-
them the Peksang Award.
the
They
Peksang
didn't win,
Award.
which is shocking that they didn't win for this because this, I mean, could you imagine filming this? I bet it was a lot of fun filming it too.
I thought about that. I was thinking about like camera angles, cuts, and stuff like that.
Damn.
The falling through the table, all of these. So it's just like, because it looks like it's straight on floor. So I'm like, how does this? Because the table is obviously sugar glass, but it's, how do you film the fall? How do you film the glass crystal on the head? How do you like the chair? So it's
The
like
chair breaking.
There's so many
God.
like practical props in this thing.
This is why this drama is good. Like it's just so much fun to watch.
Yes.
Like,
Because I was rooting for her the entire time.
Yeah.
Because also when you think about it, if Soomin would have died, then Minhwan would have won. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we
So-
don't want him to win.
Because it's like, who did you want to die? Who's the worst person? Is it Minhwan or is it Soomin? Because the person who's unredeemable is the always the person that has to die. So we have you have reasoning. Soomin's reasons are selfish, but at the heart of it, it's because of a heartbreak. And it's because of trauma.
Yeah. But Minhwan,
It's just a selfish.
he's just an asshole.
He's just an asshole.
He's a immature little fucking asshole with his trash ass family, and they've raised him to be selfish. He only thinks about himself. His parents are awful, so he had no trauma. Like all of that. Like he is just a horrible fucking human being.
You know what my mom said during this scene? He said he's beating on Soomin like this because that's how his mom beat on him.
Yeah.
And so
he's taking it out on someone else.
So my mother's like, he's got all this anger towards women.
Oh yeah, I mean he hates women. I think we talked about that in the interview with Jeannie, but throughout this entire series, he does not like women. He's an incel. Like he does not like women the way he treats people. Like he treats them like objects.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was doing everything to Soomin exactly the way he treated Jiwon, like unredeemable, trash. And this is what killed me, right? We're jumping to his funeral. But when Jiwon goes and his mom confronts her and is like, it's your fault till the very fucking end. This
Your son
entire
doesn't have to have
family.
accountability.
It's because you broke up with my son. He got with Soomin. You made this happen. My poor baby. She's on the floor screaming, eye going everywhere. And I'm just like, you are fucking insane.
I also like how Jiwon didn't even say anything to her.
Yeah, there's
Because
nothing
I wanted her to have a
say.
comeback, and I was like,
No.
because I wanted to go, because her mother would have not received that this was her own son's fault.
No. We get a call from Seokjun, right? Telling Jihyuk that the missing footage, dash cam footage from Churan's car or Churan's husband's car
Has
magically
somehow restored itself.
I also did not get this part. Like, how did that happen? But sure. Okay.
I guess because fate got fixed because now Minhwan died.
Oh, right. Okay. So this makes sense.
So Minhwan died, so I guess things get better for Jooran because Minhwan died?
Because it fulfilled the fate. The fate got fulfilled.
Because somebody had to die.
Somebody had to die.
So this is the thing. Somebody had to die in a glass table.
Yes, and it happened.
Fate didn't care who fell through this table.
Right, but someone did. So now we're learning about Soomin's whereabouts through the news reports. Okay,
Soomin's on the run. Here's my thing. So all Soomin had to do was call the police.
Yes, and not
a little
flee.
yo.
Why did you flee?
Why'd you flee? Be a fox. Be a yo.
Set it up. Use your fucking brain. Also, you could have said he tried to kill me.
And also, you have proof he tried to kill you.
Yes.
Officer, the gas lines are cut.
Yes.
I have rope burns around my wrist. You can see my hair was pulled. My hair is literally in his hands. So you can go. Now, then there's also speculation of, well, did you cut the gas lines?
Right. And do they trust women?
But you can see. But once you go, I have rope burns on my wrists.
Yeah.
I was tied up. It's like the risk of them not believing you is much higher. The risk of them not believing you is much lower than you going on the run and them believing you.
So a couple things happen, right? So Soomin's on the run. But then they discover, so Minhwan's parents come home and they discover their house ransacked, right?
So obviously Soomin.
It's obviously Soomin. So Jihyuk's he believes that that Soomin is currently in Seoul. So he tells Jiwon that she needs to be careful, okay? And then
also, where else would she have been? Oh, he just think that
she could be in the woods somewhere.
She could be gone.
Yeah. So
she could be on Jeju Island.
So basically Jihyuk's like, hey, I feel really weird about this. You know, some people like Soomin aren't willing to stop, so we need to be careful, right? And then Soomin is outside of Jiwon and Jihyuk's apartment.
All black.
Wearing a black leather baseball cap. And she goes, you can't be the only one who's happy, Kang Jiwon. And then it ends. And that's episode 15.
Now, I feel like, honestly, because on K-dramas, you can't have any loose ends.
Damn.
Imagine if this was the end of the show.
Then you're like, what?
Then it would have been me with that damn panty show.
You would have been so upset.
But honestly, I would have been upset, but it would have been slightly great because now it's, well, what happens with the fate? Also, it's like, was this the longest episode? Because they put a lot in here.
They put so much in here. So I was surprised that they did not split this up because I think a lot of this, we already watched 16. I think a lot of this could have been moved into 16.
Yes.
Because 16 to me, it just felt super fluffy towards the end. I was like,
hurry up.
Like I get it. I think people were excited. We love a happy ending. And I think Jeannie was saying like she really liked the drama because it really shows a true happy ending where everyone like gets peace and like, all this stuff. But I was like, come on guys. Okay, great. But I think they could have split it. So the pacing felt really off. Like this was too much. When I was actually recapping and doing the notes, I was like, Jesus. How are we going to get through this? Because
it's giving Queen of Tears.
It's giving Queen of Tears. This is going to be a long episode, even with the edit, because there's just so much that happens. They're trying to cram everything in.
It does feel like it could have been. It's like you could have took some of this stuff, put it in 16, and then 16 you could have had some. You could the funeral on could have been in 16, and then you still have 16. So like. The funeral on, the funeral's like pretty early. Yeah. So it could have been, because I was fully expecting the end of the episode being when Minhwan dies.
Well, I would have kind of liked a cliffhanger.
I don't mind the cliffhanger, and it's like Minhwan dies, and then we see Soomin drive off.
Or it would have been very interesting if they kept us guessing on who falls. Do you know what I mean? What if it was Soomin and Minhwan just fighting, like an actual fight, and you hear someone crashing, but you don't know who it is?
Or it could be...
That would have been fun.
Well, it's a fight and they both fall.
They both fall and you hear a crash and then it ends.
Yeah.
And then in the next scene, you discover it's like, it's, you know,
Minhwan's in the-
Soomin, yeah.
Minhwan's on the table. Soomin falls one way.
I just feel like they could have, I don't know why. I'm sure they thought about leaving it as a cliffhanger. Or maybe at this point it's like there's too much happening. So like, let's just, you know.
It could have been them fighting on the stairs.
Yeah.
And they both fall over that side of the stairs.
Yeah.
And then someone goes through the table.
Yeah.
And someone falls next to the table.
Yeah. The pacing was, again, they crammed a lot in this. This was, you know, but it's a very satisfying episode because you're just like, oh, great. Because you kind of get a resolution. We know someone, we now know that Minhwan is the person who dies. I think this scene, though, is truly one of the most epic like fight scenes in like K-drama history. Because there was like another one, like I think the glory, the death of the bully, like that one was also very memorable. But this one was pretty like, I was honestly, when I watched this the first time, I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then the twist.
I did not expect Minhwan to be the one that died.
I know. I really thought the Soomin was going to die.
But here's the thing. If Soomin was the one that was going to die, then your villain now gets to go run off with Yoora. Minhwan has to die.
Or he would have gone to jail. Like, you know, I'm spoiling it, but or he would have like gotten in trouble. He would have gotten caught and he would have gone to jail.
And which was Yora's plan anyway.
Right. So that was episode 15.
Yes.
15 of Marry My Husband.
Yes. And we're going to
Holy
be back.
Crap.
We did it. I'm very proud of us. This went longer than but it's like, this was very Queen of Tears amount of things. They gave us a lot. Because my mother was like, it's going to be an hour and a half. I was like, it's not an hour and a half. But it was a little bit longer.
It was a little bit longer
than a regular episode. But we're going to be back next Wednesday to chase the 16th episode of Marry My Husband, the finale.
And it's our special episode.
And it's our special episode because we're going to live record here in Los Angeles. And so our question is, what do you think of the pod? What do you think of the pod? Submit your questions, thoughts, prayers, rants, or whatever at chasingkdramas@gmail.com. We love to hear from you directly. And plus, give us some love. Be sure to subscribe, rate, follow on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you're tuning in. And then also be sure to follow us at Chasing K-Dramas on the Instagrams and on the TikToks. And tell
on Substack, too.
And on Substack. Become a Sarangi on Substack.
ChasingKdramas.substack.com.
.com. And so you'll get you're going to get special presents.
Updates from us on our live.
Updates from us on our live mini episodes because, we've done our little mini episodes before. And we're like, you know what? The Sarangees, the fans, they need to get this extra of us.
I know. And then there's so much extra content that we don't put.
Chrissy
Weekly.
cuts.
I cut a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of fun tidbits. You know what? We just chat and we're just, going.
The chit chats. And so tell your favorite drama addicts about us. And thank you so much for listening and watching. And we'll see you for the next K-Drama Chase. Sarange!
Chasing K-Dramas is hosted and executive produced by Dulcé, Sloan, and me, Chrissy Choi. I edit the audio and video, and our production is led by Thomas Yuen from TY Media and Go Get 'Em Productions. Our artwork is designed by Ice Cream. We're an indie podcast, and we're always looking for fun partnerships. If you're a brand that's interested in sponsoring your chases, or if you're a fan who just wants to stay in touch, please check out our website at chasingkdramas.com.